All right, guys, so I am here with Jeff
from Estero River Outfitters in sunny Southwest Florida.
All right, and I'm here to go ahead and pick up my 2 Hobie kayaks.
Not just any Hobie kayaks.
So,
by far the best, the Hobie Outback.
What color is this?
This is the Hobie Outback in the slate blue.
Slate blue, and
this is the golden papaya.
Golden papaya.
Yeah.
And the reason why I chose these colors is it's kind of like the blue and orange is the one that matches my logo, so that's why I went with these 2.
I think they look good side by side. Even.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
So one of the things when I came here to talk to Jeff about it, I knew that I wanted these kayaks, and basically one of the things I just want to go ahead and keep it simple for fishing.
I think this is like the necessities, you know. You could go on for days on the things you could do to these. A lot of it, you know, you might not need. Maybe eventually you might feel you need. So all kinds of things you can eventually add on.
Right.
It's pretty cool. But yeah, we love the Hobie Outbacks for many reasons. From one, you can't beat them with their one-of-a-kind foot drive. Pretty much like somewhat like a trolling motor, just manual, propelling it, kicking your feet back and forth. Brings 2 fins up and down against the bottom of the boat. So it's kind of like 2 big propellers just changing their pitch as they go back and forth. So it's pretty much just having a seat, kicking your feet back and forth. They naturally, and one of the main reasons why we chose that Hobie Outbacks also, is that naturally the fins come up against the bottom of the boat as if they weren't there.
Yeah, that's a trick that I actually saw in one of the videos, that if you're in really low water and you still can just keep it like this and just go, basically I think it was just going like that.
Yeah, like we call it a flutter kick, so it allows us to get through shallow structure without hitting anything. Any foot forward brings the fins flat against the bottom. It's kind of like a default position. When you're pedaling along, you just stop with 1 foot forward, and you can coast or glide over shallow structures or up onto the beach or boat ramps. And if you maybe got a long shallow flat, you can even flutter through that shallow flat.
Right, yeah.
Although it does have kick up fins, so if you were to hit something, the fins do kick up. So another huge advantage of Hobie kayaks over its competitors. You're never gonna damage a fin. And if you were to hit something, they just kick up. As you start propelling, they just propel themselves right back into place again.
Cool.
You can't beat them for how easy they adjust as well. They kind of just go in, and then we got them leashed off here because we definitely don't want to lose one of these overboard. It's kind of nice, you know. Yep. Although it's a good quick disconnect for male and female if you're going to store it or transport. You can stash this somewhere else. But it's pretty easy how to pretty much drop it right in. It locks itself in place too, so it's kind of too easy. Just flipping these 2 levers brings it right out.
Gotcha.
These also do have reverse too, versus its competitors. Again, you know, you can pull this trigger, spins the fins 180 degrees, so they have full power in reverse. Even that flutter kick in reverse.
Gotcha. All
Pretty
right.
cool. And then same, pull that drive, slow, sturdy pull on your transmission in a way. It changes the gears.
Cool.
So just go in, locks itself in. Not to mention the seat system too, how wide it is. It's elevated, so you're not sitting in a puddle, but good quick access, out of the way storage for anything you need to get to, easy access. It's adjustable for lean forward or to recline by just 1 lever on the back of the seat. Even adjustable lumbar in your lower back too. Right now it might be stored loose. We can just tighten this. We'll actually just pull the fabric in your lower back. Pull this out. We'll actually release the tension in your lower back. Make sure you push it back in and lock it in place.
Gotcha.
And then of course you could sit low. There's a kickstand lever here. Under our left thigh we have 2 adjustments. We'll pull this kickstand lever, drops it low on your lower back. Pull this other lever under your left thigh to drop it low under your thighs. So now it's a good flush seat. Maybe if you're offshore fishing or paddling it, it's nice to sit low.
Gotcha.
Although we pretty much we like sitting high, so we bring this up under our thighs, push it back in to lock it in place, slide our butt to the front, lift up on the back. Now we're sitting high again.
Beautiful. All right, sounds good.
Yeah, I know, man. It keeps going on there too from their rudder systems. How it steers, left goes left, right goes right. On this boat, it even has dual steering too. Right now the rudders are down. If it was to hit something, it kicks up as well. Although we have this lever here, it has a rudder level on it. You pull that, it brings the rudder up into the hull. So then it makes like a skeg on a paddleboard. It makes it paddle much better. But now you can beach it without hitting anything. We'll put it down for right now. It's kind of how we like to store it too. We'll just pull that out of the jam, let that rudder hang so it has a memory of down.
All right. So one of the things that I did buy was the angle is the 30.
Yep, 30 quart.
30 quart. And basically I bought this one also because I already have another one, and I want to go ahead and keep both you know, kayaks the same. So I already got one of these at the house.
Cool. Yeah, it's nice to have a matching pair.
So
but
yeah,
in the same breath too, this could be your live bait, while that could be your cooler, and vice versa.
Yeah.
It could be dry boxes. We love our Engel coolers. Just a good live bait, how they're insulated.
Yep.
To keep the water temperature down. Nice and good net. You can always just use one, leave this one maybe undone. So then it's just latching this one to get in and out of it. Like in addition to the Engels, is the H crates too. Just good access, organized, out of the way storage. In a way, it's a catch-all. At the end of the day, we can remove all our small accessories, plug them into the different rod holders, or throw them in here. Even while we're out there too, for like locking nets or rods, you have this little rod locker to kind of lock things down, but also quick release too, in all four corners.
Yeah, so one of the things before we continue going, make sure safety comes first. We have
that's always important.
Yeah, always important. Yeah. So this life jacket will be good, and then I did buy a pump to go ahead and pump water just in case.
Yeah, it's a good safety feature. Hopefully you never need it, but almost don't want to be up the creek without it.
Yeah.
This will actually just, if there does get water in the boat, which is kind of rare, mainly in storage you might get some, you can manually just pull these just to kind of bilge out that water. Especially when the boat's at an angle, maybe on the trailer or on the side of up on the beach or the bank, all that water will come to the front. You can bilge out that little bit.
Gotcha.
Not that we should need it, but you know, every good boat should have a good bilge system. Even as simple as like we have on the other boat, even easier access to, which could be under the seat. Just a good sponge. It's a good way to keep the boat cleaner, but you might just be able to sponge out this little bit of water that's in there. Maybe if it's getting dirty or whatnot. Yeah. It's a good cleaning feature. Well, yeah, safety is a huge feature too. You know,
we got the whistle on both.
Yeah, good access whistle. Of course, you can mount these to your life jackets, even closer leashes, but at least it's easy access and still out of the way.
Yep.
And just good storage, so it's not bouncing around and transport or whatnot.
Yeah.
Although you can add them to more leashes, so it's even easier to get to and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what's good about good PFDs too. They're either good inflatables or good short torsos, so they don't ride up in your neck. Large open armholes, so we can swim, we can paddle, we can fish, and then just good vented, so we don't mind wearing it. But yeah, safety is important. That's something we definitely don't want to look. And it's easy to do too. You know, it's good safe kayaks, good wearable PFDs, and just good safety features. Yeah. Maybe lights at night, stuff like that.
Yeah. Another thing that I did buy was the shade or umbrella, whatever. What are they?
A Hobie Bimini.
Hobie Bimini.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
so
nice.
both boats have it.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I do enjoy a lot is photography. So not only I'm gonna be using these for fishing, but also maybe just to go out and take some photos.
That's recreational fun. So that's usually when you see more stuff too. You know, when you're trying too hard to catch fish, that's when you see the coolest things ever, and not to fish. So it's nice to be able just to get out there without having to fish every time.
And then we have the cart.
That's right. You can't beat those carts too for how supportive they are on soft beach sands or every terrain in our area, really. These are nice that they utilize the scupper holes on the bottom of the boat.
Right.
So where we can turn the boat on its side, which we'll see in a little bit, and then actually plug up from the bottom of the boat, kind of just like that. So you almost get all the weight teetering on it from the bottom, of course.
Right.
You could actually plug them up from the top behind the seats and take them with you if they're not in the way of anything. Or like probably like Derek, most of the time he'll even put them in the truck, or we'll actually just stash them back here. You can run this around, lock them on back here. Now they're kind of really out of the way, but they're still with you.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So we love our wheel systems. Just don't want to store it on the wheels. You got like an hour max of storage on this.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So another thing that I did buy here was the micro anchor from Power Pole. I got two. And one of the things that I really wanted to go ahead and buy this is also, which you're probably gonna see on other videos, is that I also have some paddle boards that I actually go ahead and use this also as well.
Push button anchoring system. Easy on a key fob on your remote by the cockpit, or hanging on a lanyard on our neck, or from the out of the boat, I guess. You can push button to drop it down into the water. That'll station you in position to reel in a big one. You got a big fish on, you can see it's trying to set itself. That's pretty cool. You got a big fish on. From the cockpit, you can bring power pole up by a double tap. It'll bring it all the way up, and now we can drift, or we can chase down that big fish, or that good shot, you know, to get around a corner. It's pretty cool.
So one of the things that I don't have like a flag or anything like that, because I'm probably gonna be using this right here to go ahead and put a flag. Jeff did also mention that on top it has like a little screw,
like a camera port in a way. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can mount a camera up there, or a flag, or a light.
Gotcha.
That's pretty cool. It's way up there too, so it's not going to be blinding you when it's in the water, but you'll be able to be seen pretty far away. Good for night trips, man.
Yeah.
It's
So,
cool temperature wise. That's when a lot of fish are feeding anyway, so it's nice to have.
Yeah. So if you guys saw in the morning, I didn't have you know, before we go, so I just got a few rod holders. I got one over here, one in the back. Like I said, I'm trying to go ahead and keep it as simple as possible. I got this is what is
to mention, you still have front rod holders, quick access rod holder in many different directions. These will spin off to the side. You can even tilt them back for maybe good rigging when you're tying lines and stuff. You got a line out or something, or some cut bait, just throw it off to the side like that. Or maybe just getting it out of the way, just so it's not hitting anybody else's stuff.
right.
So it's kind of really handy to have these adjustable rod holders that spin at all angles and lock down in place too. That's nice simplicity too.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. Yeah, you're saying about
This is the what do you call it? The baby.
It's a H-bin junior.
The junior. So it's not the baby. It's a junior.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know, like I said, little storage just to go ahead and put whatever you guys want. So, you know, soft plastics, whatever.
Yeah, it's good. Like maybe a VHF radio fits in there really good. Of course, you can move these to different H bars. You can move this, get it closer to you, or take it off to even mount it to your H crate on that too. It's nice. Good, cool. Organized cockpit storage.
And the kayaks do come with a paddle.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Yeah, it's, you know, lightweight. It floats.
Yeah. It's funny because all the 100 models we carry, they all do not come with paddles, except for Hobie kayaks. And it's funny because they're the only ones that really do not need a paddle. So it's kind of cool. You'll mainly pedal majority of the time. That's gonna be far the fastest, the quietest, the driest, hands-free, but you definitely don't want to be up the creek without a paddle. So it's nice for like a twin engine in a way, or a backup motor. But it's actually good stiff blades, carbon shaft, graphite connection. So that's a $180 paddle included. It's pretty sweet. And then good paddle holders. Yeah. ×2. It's a pretty cool feature too, Derek. You can actually connect this boat to this paddle holder, and this paddle holder to this boat. Now you guys can connect. Okay, cool. It's cool for like rigging, or maybe this guy's just been fighting the fish for an hour and he needs a little assistance. It's versus holding on to him the whole time, which it's kind of nice to be able to just connect.
All right. And then so we have the
Hobie Outback cradle kit.
Cradle kits, okay.
×2, yeah. Yeah. Like everything, on the doubles, it's gonna contour to the bottom of the boat really good too. So it's gonna help for loading. We can actually set the nose on here, go to the back, slide it up these cradles, and right up onto those grippy cradles up front. Yeah, it's gonna just, now we can store it right side up. We can travel with, you know, almost pretty much rigged. So we can get to the ramp as early as possible, unload with all our gear right down to the water. Versus maybe putting them upside down or figuring out on their car, we have to kind of strip them down. We love our rack and roll trailers on our Hobie Outback cradles.
So I guess it's pretty much, you know, basic. I'm sure that there's a lot of videos out there on YouTube that if you're looking for something specific, I'm sure that you can go ahead and find it. Like I said, if you're here in Southwest Florida, or you live here in Southwest Florida, I mean, this is probably, that I know of, this is probably like the only place that you could actually come, try, you know, the boats, and you know, also you do rentals too.
Yeah. We do a lot of rentals, which lead to sales. You know, it gets people hooked because we have just really good products. You know, over 100 different models to choose from. So we try to do all the shopping for you. Although we're all big fans of Hobies with their pedal drives, their seat systems, and so on. But being right on the Estero River, you can demo them for free. So you can be torn between different lengths or widths or materials or hull designs or just different little features. So that's really what seals the deal, is trying them out like a pair of shoes, you know, or test driving a car.
You also got a bait shop.
Yeah, we have a full line bait and tackle store. That's where we all started over 45 years ago. But we have like what works. You know, we joke it's like a mini Bass Pro versus shopping the whole thing and leaving with who knows what. We have what works in there. So from rods and reels to bait and tackle. One
of the coolest thing is we're gonna take a walk down to the river where you could, like I said, again, you can go ahead and just come over here and take it for a spin.
Yeah.
But there's something really cool down there that I want to go ahead and show you guys. This is what's really cool about here, that we got a bunch of snooks over here.
Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff. Snook, bass, snapper. Oh, little snook got that one. Yeah, this is where we do the demos. These are our pets here. They're like eating some shrimps. There's a big shrimp. Ooh. They'll eat right out of your hand too, but they probably won't eat one with a hook in it. Oh, we got a full line shrimp. These are good ones here too. This is what really works for brackish water live, freshwater shiners. They love these guys. They'll blow up on them. That's bass out of nowhere. But of course we get the snook eating those too. That's pretty cool. See if this guy right here, come get a little handful. Yeah, Bubba. Oh. Let's see if they'll eat a shiner out of your hand. Oh. Pretty cool. That's really cool, man.
So again, there's gonna be a part 2 or an add-on to this video where I'm gonna go ahead and take the kayaks for the first time out fishing. If you guys, you know, live in this area or just vacation in this area and you guys want to go ahead and do some kayak, some paddleboarding and stuff like that, Estero River Outfitters is the place to come. And tell us where they can go ahead and reach you guys, or how to get a hold of you guys.
We're in Estero, directly on Tamiami Trail 41, where our address is 20991 South Tamiami Trail. Our phone number is 239-992-4050.
Cool. I'll go ahead and just put also on the description, I'll go ahead and leave their information there so you guys can go ahead and check them out.